In today's episode, I'm joined by the player many consider as the best player in Trackmania of all time. He has won the World Championship 3 times in a row, along other big tournaments win. We will talk about that and a lot more. But first of all, I want to say hello to you, my guest. Hello, Carl. How are you?
Hey man, I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm perfect. For the people who don't know who you are, can you give us some sort of short intro about who you are and what you do in the scene of Trackmania?
Yeah, sure. I'm Carl Jr. I've been in this scene like forever almost. I've been in the big teams like Dignitas Expert, and like you said, I won the World Cup 3 times.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably it.
Let's first talk about the upcoming event in the ZrT Trackmania Cup 2018. And first of all, I want to say congrats to you for qualifying into the playoffs once again, and you did it so in pretty convincingly fashion. Now that the
Oh yes.
now that the qualifiers are over, is there how does it feel? Did it go as expected, or was it harder, easier?
Man, the pressure went down. I'm so happy about that. Like the more I get old, the more pressure I feel, and the less I'm like able to handle it. I feel like, but man, it's a relief that I qualified for the cup. Obviously,
So you're not young and crazy anymore. You're sort of old and worried.
yeah, exactly. I'm like the old guys that are going down.
If you compare sort of this qualifier to the other qualifiers, was this easier or harder to qualify into the playoffs?
If we talk about the whole
Yeah,
qualifications, I had a lot of tough matches even in the beginning, like the first round. I played like Aurel and Revo where I lost. I played like Brand twice in the qualifications, like I never did. I twice both time. I mean, I lost both time to him. And but whatever, the my last match was really good. I played well, so I'm happy about that.
yeah. Is there sort of any match that you felt like I can go out, or was it every match you also like I'm gonna get through and go to the playoffs?
Uh, I was never like I can go out or I can make it. It's more like map to map. I go with the flow and
Yeah.
hope for the best, and it went good.
Huh.
It went well, yeah, like that. So that's how I play basically. I just hope for the best every map, and I play. Well, I play the best I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you sort of compare your training and preparation in these qualifiers to the, let's say, last year, did you qualify or train more for this qualifier than last year?
I'd say I trained the same
Yeah.
as last year, where I was really trained. Let's not lie. But the thing is that this year I streamed like 99% of my training. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but I mean, I enjoyed that. So, and in the end, it worked. So, yeah, I'm happy about that.
Is it sort of like when you stream sort of train offline? Do you notice any difference when you train online when you have a stream and has to sort of interact with the
Oh
viewers?
yes,
And what
yes.
is the difference?
There is a huge difference. Well, it's tough to play when there's a chat going on at the left. Like the, you know that the somebody are watching you, and if you fail, like oh my god, they're all laughing. Yeah, woo! So yeah, that's like additional pressure. But and of course, when you stream, you're less focused into the game.
Yeah,
But I mean, if I don't stream, I wouldn't play as much. So it's like there's ups and downs.
yeah. And now we are sort of left with 8 players who will battle it out in Toulouse in front of a big crowd, so people will watch you there as well. And looking at your sort of opponents, who would you call the
Yes.
biggest challenger and who can win it?
All right. Well, the biggest challenge, I think it's fair to say, it's Brent.
Yeah,
He's good on every map. Like he hasn't like one single bad map, so that's like the best he can get in a tourney.
yeah,
Um, Aurel is really strong as well. Plasto, well, the thing about Plasto, he played insane in the qualifications, but unseen, what happens when you don't know like what it is to play unseen? So he might choke. Luca is really good, Belilu, I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, Revo, dude, they're all good, man. Like for real. And my group is insane. I don't know. Like everything will be played. Like players who can handle the pressure will win in our match, and the tourney, obviously.
Hmm.
So yeah, I
If
think everybody has a chance to win because we're probably all on the same skill level. And but a lot of people told me that the level is way higher this year, though I don't agree with that.
why do you not agree? And what year do you think the
I
level
mean,
was higher?
it wasn't higher last year. I think it was the same. Like 6 of the 8 players that qualified were there last year.
Yeah.
Pack lost like around 8,000, so we almost had 7 players, and Kappa didn't play it. So I don't understand why people are saying that.
Huh.
But yeah, I mean, it will be a good tourney, and a lot of matches will be fully close.
If you sort of had to say who is gonna make it to the grand final and who will win the grand final.
All right, in my match, I really cannot say. Like
Who
for
are you gonna
real,
play against?
I'm playing Bran, Rivo, and Badluli in my match. Like, well, it depends on the match. It depends on the how you call that in English, like the little games that Zera is doing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you
Like
mean.
we have to reverse the screen. We have to play with keyboard as the bad players, and bad players have. I mean, and keyboard players has to
Yeah.
play with pads. Yeah, those things will. I mean, they will have effect on the game. And yeah, so I mean, anyone could qualify in our match. I think the other semifinal, where it's Aurel, Papu, Scrappy, and Plasta. I think Aurel, if he plays like he should, he's 100% in the grand final. And on the second, I think it will be between Scrappy and Plasta.
Hmm.
No offense, Papu. Love you.
Didn't Papu get second last year?
He did, yeah. He did, yeah.
Huh. But do you see
But
is that all? Go on.
what's up, sir?
Yeah, go on.
I mean, I don't think he's as strong as last year on the maps. Where I mean, I only saw the qualifications, obviously,
Yeah.
but I know he handles the pressure really well. I don't know, like I, I don't know, man. That's my final answer. I don't know.
Is it not? It's like fun to go into an event and sort of like everybody can win it. Like you would not be surprised if one of the eights would win it, or would you?
No, no, it's like there won't be any upsets by now, I
Hmm.
think. Well, obviously there won't be any upsets. Everybody is able to drift. Everybody's able to handle the pressure. Like, come on, man. Everybody's good there at this point.
Do you sort of, if you look at yourself, do you sort of see yourself as a bigger favorite this year compared to other events, and do you sort of see yourself as the biggest favorite?
I don't. Well, I'm the defending champion,
Yeah.
so I have like this pressure, this stupid pressure. But the map doesn't fit me as they did in the previous. It's more like trickier this year. I feel like more like uh, I don't know how to say that. Like it's less technical.
Yeah.
Let's only say that. So it doesn't fit me as much as it did, but I'm sure I have a shot for this one.
Yeah, talking about the maps, do you sort of think they are harder or easier this year?
Way harder to be consistent at. You have to try hard. You have to find all the details to be consistent and fast, and that made a lot of people rage, to be honest.
Yeah. Is there any
But yeah,
particular map that you think is harder for
uh,
you or easier for you?
for me, the hardest maps there is a map. Well, obviously the RPG map, the trial map.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not used to play those. Like, you give me a pole, I don't know what I do, man. I dance. What the fuck? No. No. But yeah, I'm not a pole player, and there is one more map that. But actually, on the trial map, I'm starting to be to have like an okay level on it, and but I'm like nowhere near Bren or Aurel or Balulu or everyone there. And there's one more map that I'm really bad at it. It's the grass slide in the start.
Yeah.
It's called Irrevocable, man. Oh man, I'm not a grass slide player either. And then the rest is fine, man. Yeah.
So if you have those two maps in the grand final, it's gonna be a hard challenge for you.
It depends who I am against. On the
Yeah.
grass slide, if I'm against Bren or Bad Lulu, like my first match, well, I might not take a lot of 10 points. But yeah, I can challenge all the others, I think. But these two on the map, oh my god, no,
Yeah.
no. Same thing with trial map. Like I can have a really good level, but if you make me play against Bren, well, I will look really bad.
So the winner of the ZrT Cup 2018 can really be dependent on what the last map is going to be played.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And if I'm correct, this will be like the 6th edition of the ZrT Cup in Trackmania, and you have won it half of the times, already 3 times. Coons has won it once, and Have Flyer once. But can you sort of
Exactly.
can you tell us what was your like? How did you find out about the ZrT Cup in the first place?
Money.
So the money
So the
was the
first-
sort of motivation in the first place to check it
Well,
out.
obviously, man. Like if I mean, it's normal, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Like if someone like ZeratoR is unknown for us in the first cup, like that guy is making a cup, and there's no money, no one knows him. I don't know. It was a long time ago, right? The first cup.
Yeah, this will be the 6th edition. I think it's gonna be 6 years.
Yeah, I think it. No, I don't, because there were 2 per years, so I think like 4 years
Yeah,
ago, 4 to 5. Like I don't know, he was not known at least in Trackmania, so he had to put money to get players involved, obviously, and it did. And I remember the first guy. Oh my god!
What did go
The
through your
last-
head?
Oh well, I'm like, oh my god, I made the jump. Oh my god, I made that. It's not like about fast times. It's just about making it.
Yeah.
And you remember there were bugs everywhere. Like, oh, that was so hard to finish a map without crashing or without bugging. I remember that. And on the first cup, I went out to Sender and
Oh.
Marius, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I made top 8. Yeah, second cup was way better. Maps
Yeah.
were at least starting to look like something. I got did I? Second.
Yeah, you won the
I
second
did.
edition. Yeah.
I did. Uh, that was some of the most fun I ever had. And like all the VODs are on YouTube, man. Coons raging at Bergie, and
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
never forget that.
Yeah, I had Coons on the podcast, and he actually brought that up.
Yeah. Oh yes, that was some gold moments in
Yeah.
track. And yeah, like Cup 3. What was Cup 3? I don't remember what was.
Yeah,
Cup
but you won it at least.
I think it was the start of Using Nature, right? Cup 3? I'm not sure. Was it? Yes, it was. No, yes, maybe. Yeah. So I got that map, and I played well with Brandon, got the win. Then Yavi like played well in the grand final, and I won. GG.
Yeah.
And then, oh my god, my memory sucks, man.
You're winning too much.
No. And yeah, like the last year was insane.
Yeah.
Like the atmosphere. I mean, those lands are insane to be a part of.
If you sort
Like,
of
it-
has to call, what is your like greatest event out of those 3 you won?
Definitely last year.
Yeah.
Lyon.
Why?
I mean, the atmosphere is always the same. I mean, in a LAN event, like in Paris, in Lyon, like I don't know, you don't feel it in the stream because the sound is really I don't know how I say that in English, but you don't really hear the sound of
Yeah.
the crowd. But live, oh my god, the feeling that I don't know, it's insane. Just you feel all the energy. I mean, it's something that you cannot even describe for real. I don't know. Like I look so forward to in 3 weeks and to lose. Oh my god.
Yeah. But does it bring your motivation up, or does it add more pressure and you feel like you play worse or better in front of such a big crowd?
Um, Before, the pressure is so high. Like, some people know me in LAN events. Tim knows what I'm talking about. Like, I'm so nervous. Like, don't even talk to me. Like, I cannot even understand what you're saying. I'm like, I'm not mean. I'm just like not there.
Yeah.
I'm like in my bu- bubble. Is
Yeah, yeah,
Can
in
you
your
say
bubble,
that
yeah.
in English?
Yeah, it's an English term, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm so focused. And there was a story in 2012, my first event
Yeah.
with Tim and Marek, Twin, where Twin, I mean, he's the most relaxed person, like chill. Just before the grand final, he was eating cookies. And oh my God, I was going to throw up. Just the smell of it. And yeah, um, so yeah, the pressure is really high before, but as soon as you enter the stage, even if you're shaky, you hear all the people basically. I mean, it all changes. You don't even think, you just play your game.
I sort of asked Pack about this, if he
Yeah.
thinks every round is the same for him. He's saying that when he's starting to win every round, then he starts to think about it and feels like, okay, now I can fuck up
Yes.
and get more pressure. How is it
Yes.
for you? Like, does you consider every round equal, or
Um,
does something get into your head in the rounds?
it 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 actually, I mean, when you win 3 or 4 rounds in a row,
Yeah,
you're like, well, then obviously I'll crash. Like, it has to happen. And now you're starting to make like the most idiot mistake, and that just happens, and it happens with me as well. But how I play normally is that I have like two bad maps. Then like at the middle of the match, I just get my momentum, and I get my lead. That's
yeah.
normally how I do it. But I'm not going in a match thinking about that. I don't
Why
know.
do you think it's that way, that you have sort of had to use two maps to sort of warm up and then you sort of dominate the rest of the match?
Maybe the pressure,
Yeah.
maybe I don't know. I really don't know about that.
Huh.
Like, just a lot of my wins are because I got an insane lead on third map or fourth, like during like middle end of the
Yeah.
match.
And this
And yeah,
will sort of be your first ZrT Trackmania Cup where you play under the team of ZrT. Can you sort of tell us how did you end up in the team of him?
well, I've known him at the very start of his competition, and we got along pretty well.
Yeah.
And I mean, when he heard that I was gone and I was looking for a team, well, we were just talking, and well, he proposed me. Like, why not? I mean, I wanna get into that. I wanna sponsor someone, and you could be my first player. And then obviously, I accepted. I cannot talk about the terms, obviously,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's how he came to me.
Huh. And what does this sort of means for your future? Are you stepping down in team events, or will we see you join other teams?
I mean, I really wanna keep on playing online tourneys
Yeah.
where I can stream and have fun, because I think I mean, I really like that right now. So I'll try to play as guests for teams like I did with Geo,
Yeah.
or some other team, like right now in the MML where I play with Tim, Massa, and help me God, Serbi.
Yeah,
I love you, Serbi.
the
Please,
Danish beast.
please, Thomas, love you again. All right, but yeah, I'll. So right now, even if ZeratoR recruited Brent as well, so I don't know. One day, maybe in 2034, we might have a team.
Yeah.
I actually don't know about that, but yeah,
Huh.
maybe it's an opportunity, and I'll just keep on playing tech tourneys with as a guest if the other teams accept me, obviously.
Yeah, if you're sort of good enough and they want you, right?
Yeah.
And this sort of last year or so, we have sort of seen your social media blow up. Your stream is by far the biggest in the people of Trackmania, and your YouTube is also getting pretty much attention recently. Is there any sort of connection between you streaming more and you sort of joining ZeratoR's team?
Yeah, well, obviously, he gives me so much visibility, and that's awesome. I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah,
And well, the thing is that I talk French as well, and that like 95% right now of the visibility on Trackmania is French.
yeah,
So that's like a big plus for me. And I think it's the time to give everything I have to stream and YouTube and all those stuff. I think it's like the time to grab everything, you know?
yeah. And
So that's go ahead.
we see like a lot of people in the recent years or so they make enough money out of live streaming on YouTube and on Twitch. I don't know how much you want to share on the topic, but could you sort of say, is it safe to say that your fan base at the moment is enough to make a living out of streaming?
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. Well, I just announced it on Twitter.
Okay.
I don't mean to hide it, but I just got 1,000 sub points.
Oh.
Like i- it's something that I never thought of been possible.
Yeah.
Like, come on, I'm playing a game where you have to race. I don't like I don't know. It's just crazy, 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 crazy. And of course I could live it, but you know me, I'll finish my studies. I'll
Yeah.
have to take a break from stream in like 2 or 3 months, but I'll always try to be there, you know? Not as much, but I'll try to be there.
So it's safe to say that your studies is still the main priority and streaming will be sort of second or third.
I mean, I think it's balanced. I don't
Yeah.
think obviously studies, well, obviously it's a priority. I'll have to finish my degree. I want to have that. And yeah,
Oh.
I mean, of course, I'll finish it before going full time if I ever do that in my life.
Yeah, we are sort of having rumors about esport in the Olympics, and we most of the esports game are shooting games, and I don't think that will end up in the Olympics. So maybe
It will
Trackmania
not.
will end up.
And if it does, oh my God, I'll be there.
You will be there
Oh
representing
yeah.
Canada.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, that would be like their dream. Oh my God. Like for real, Olympics. I mean,
Yeah.
let's not jinx everything. I heard some rumors. Rumors don't mean anything.
Yeah, until they are official, right?
Yeah, exactly. But we'll wait. I mean, it's in 6 years.
Yeah. So you think you're gonna play if the Olympics come up in 6 years?
Oh yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, you are there.
100%. Oh yes.
I think we all are. I'm gonna be watching you. But sort of we have to move over to other topics. We already talked for
Sure.
23 minutes about the ZrT Cup. If we talk about the Trackmania Pro League, we have Season 3 coming up pretty soon. I will call it
Yeah.
the most prestigious event. You won Season
Uh,
1, Pac won Season 2. And I asked Pac when he was on if he see any new challenger in the Season 3. He said no. Do you see any new challengers for Season 3? Or is
He
it going to
said
be a battle
no.
between you and him?
Well, on paper, obviously, right now it's fair to say it's me and him and
Yeah.
Dennis.
Yeah.
And but new challengers, obviously, there are a lot of people that are insane on tech, and with training, they could like get the win out of every match. The scene is starting to get really close as a skill base, and I see that in training. But like when you're in a match, a lot of people shut down just because of the pressure. But that will change a lot, and obviously there will be a lot of new upcoming talents. Like Igor, I think he will be really strong. Like I don't know, a lot of players will be really, really, really good in the next upcoming events in
So,
tech, at least.
so if you have to sort of mention one guy we should look after and could surprise us, is Igor from Eminem.
I mean, this season,
Yeah.
I think Igor has a lot of potential. I don't think he'll be there this season still,
Okay.
but I don't know. It's a tough call because a lot of players could win matches. A lot of players could upset people. It could happen, but on paper, it's fair to say that I'm on top with Thomas and Dennis.
Yeah. I think if I quote the pack correctly, if me or CarlJr. and Massa doesn't fuck up, we'll win it. We have to fuck up if anybody else is gonna win.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, when you are on top level, nobody stands a chance.
Yeah, if we have a good day, I
Yeah,
think the only two that can challenge. I mean, Twin could get there.
yeah,
He's so good, man. But I don't know. In the last years in Lanternies, at least he didn't do as good as he can. But man, that guy you cannot underestimate him.
no, never. But sort of, do you agree with me when you sort of, is this the most prestigious tech event in Trackmania nowadays?
It is. It is. Yeah.
Oh.
There's no doubt about that.
And we have some potential rumors about an offline event. What would that mean for you, and would you attend if the event is going to be played in Paris?
Well, new world championship to win.
So it's safe to
Let's
say that
go.
you will be there.
I will be there. I mean, I'll have university, but I'll try to balance my time as much as I can
Yeah.
and be prepared for that.
Huh.
I take those journeys really seriously.
Yeah.
Like it really means a lot to me. ESWC, man. If I mean, it's not the ESWC necessarily, right? I don't know. I mean, LAN events. Come on, I give my best.
Yeah. But is there any sort of reason why you go to, let's say, ESWC or a World Championship rather than Games Assembly?
Well, the prize money,
Yeah, it's not
like
gonna be worth it to go over for such a small event, or
exactly, like what's the point to send me to GA where the airplane costs 1K? Let's not even talk about the hotel and
yeah,
everything else. And the prize money is 1K. So the percentage that I win the cup is not that high. And even if I do, it's not even worth.
yeah.
Like I don't know. So that's the reason why I don't go to GA, but I might go to one if there's still Trackmania, because I might be in Europe already.
Oh, so potential next
Ooh.
year, or
Yeah, maybe next year actually,
nice.
or in 2 years. Yeah.
And let's talk about the ESWC. I think that's sort of your greatest accomplishments, and we have some. I want to read out some stats. You're the youngest ever to win an individual ESWC title at the age of 16. You were the first to win 3 individual ESWC titles, and also the first to win 3 individual titles in a row. So there's sort of a lot to talk about when you bring up the topic of ESWC. But can you sort of, you talked already a little bit about it, but your first experience, how was it to go to Europe when you were so young, and what did you think about the event
Um,
before you went there?
all right. So I was 14, right? I was really I was really small and like all shy. Um, There were eight qualification qualified players, including me. It was weird that year, so not a lot of players. I mean, I arrived there. My father came with me because we had no idea what's going on. Like we don't even know what is a LAN.
Yeah,
We like so we went there. I mean, I was so shy. Like I was like intimidated. How you say that word, man?
yeah, intimidated.
Yeah, by everyone. Um, I mean, it's like I've played with Tim and Bergie and all the other guys for so long. I finally see them. Like I was that toxic kid as well back in the days, and now in real life it's all different. I mean, oh my god, it was a shock for real. And Tim helped me with my monitor. I was nervous. Everything was not working for me, and but in the end it was super good, really good vibes, yeah. And I don't know, it was a really good experience, and that's why I was there the next year and the year after.
Yeah, you placed third in the first event. Was that sort of your expectations, or did you actually think that I'm gonna win this?
I actually had zero expectation. I
Yeah, okay.
just go there and play my match.
Huh.
um and yeah, Tim really, well, there's no word for it. He demolished us.
Yeah.
And Tween, there's no word for me. He demolished me in the most unfair thing. Like right now, I'm talking about that, and there is like little tears. Um, and But the year after 2013, I had expectations. I
Yeah.
really like all. It's always to reach your grand final. Always to reach your grand final. My goals. And in the grand final, well, anything could happen. So I don't mind losing them, but I mean, the way I think, I I'm more mad if I play bad and win than if I play shit. Wait, what did I
Yeah,
say?
the obvious, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah. Oh my
opposite.
god, my brain like yeah. Like I just want to play good,
Yeah.
okay? So yeah, that's it.
But
And
is it true that from ESWC 2012 to 2013 you sort of changed your resolution in the game?
I didn't. I always had it.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
just in 2012 I couldn't put it on the monitors for some reason.
Huh.
So I had like similar resolution, but it wasn't the same. But whatever, it wouldn't have made any difference.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think I was really way too nervous, and I wasn't at my peak at all that year.
And sort of looking back at your 3 titles and your 3 wins, what win felt the best for you? What win did you sort of feel like this is a deserved win? Nobody could have beaten me.
Well, I mean, I played like the same on all the finals. I played really good on all the finals, so I think it was all my 3 wins were deserved.
Yeah,
And if there's one that I don't know. I mean, the first win is always something, you know.
yeah,
Like I don't know. So that made a lot. 2014. I mean, just defending my title again. It wasn't as huge because we were not in the big scene, but if I remember correctly, the twin was so strong. Tim made it to the grand final, and who was the other guy with us?
in
I think
2014,
Tom
Virgin
was
maybe.
there. No, no, Tom was there, right?
Yeah, maybe. No, it was in 2015. Yeah,
No,
Pack.
but he didn't make the grand final. No, he wasn't there at all.
No,
Oh, Saber,
he's for
Andy,
yeah.
Andy,
Okay,
no,
yeah, yeah.
no,
I don't know.
no.
In
Oh my
2014.
god, where's my memory,
Yeah,
man?
same
I'm
man.
sure, I'm sure Tim and Twin were there. Oh no,
In
I don't know,
2013,
man.
who was in the grand final then? Kunz, Bergie, you, and
Tala,
yeah, okay. In 2014 then.
I don't remember, man. I'm so sorry
We are
for
gonna
for
hear it
the
in the
player.
comments. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah.
But my memory sucks. Okay, and 2015 it was against Tom, Tim, and help me, Twin.
Twin,
Twin,
yeah, I
Twin.
guess, yeah. And he comes third.
Yes, and that match was really good. I played really well, and yeah, those 3 wins, I think they were deserved.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like it was awesome times, really.
So you sort of view them equally. Each win feels the same for you.
Maybe the 2014 feels a little less
Yeah, okay.
than the others,
Huh.
but yeah, obviously they are world champion wins, so it's huge.
Yeah. And sadly, we don't have ESWC anymore. And in 2016, we had the Mania Planet World Cup. You placed
Oh
second
yeah.
at that event. What were your feelings around that event? Were you sort of
Actually, players were not that no lived. Like Tom wasn't that no life. I wasn't that no life. Massa wasn't that no life. It was like I don't know. It feels like Destiny wasn't taking as how can I say that?
yeah, people
Like
wasn't
it
taking
wasn't
it that
as
serious.
serious
Yeah,
as the
serious.
others.
Yeah,
Um, but the whole event was fine. I mean, it wasn't huge, but it was fine. Like to see all the boys and to play. We had good monitors and everything. I actually played super good at the I mean the start of the tourney
yeah,
in the winner bracket final. I think it was one of my best match ever, for real.
yeah. That was pretty sick. Yeah,
Yeah. It might have been the match of my life, that winner bracket final. Then the grand final, they bring us into a parliament or some stuff like that with 60 hertz monitor. I mean, everybody knows about it.
yeah.
It was bad. Let's only say that it was bad.
So it's safe to say that you had problems as well during that grand final.
Well, everybody had.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's not me. Everybody had.
Huh.
So yeah, but it shouldn't have been that way for real. Like, come on, we're it's 2016. You don't win 60 yards in the grand final. Come on, man. Well, that's my opinion, obviously.
Yeah. And you
But
sort
yeah,
of won many events and most of the events you have attended to, but is there some events that you've ended up losing that felt extra bad, like ZrT Cup in 2016, Mania Plan 2016, or Trackmania Pro League Season 2? Is there sort of a loss that feels that you think about more than the others?
ZrT Cup number 4, not really. I mean, I played really bad in the grand final. Like, grand final was my worst match. I mean, it's a bit upset, but I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
World Cup 2016. I mean, the grand final was bad for real. Like,
Yeah.
all the level was really good, was really bad. I mean, if you compare the grand final to like the winner bracket final, like, you see the times. It's so bad compared. Like, every players. I'm not sure about Pac though. I think he had like the same times, but man, me, Dennis, and Marek. Oh my god, we didn't get used to it. And the Pro League too. Yeah, it was a little bit. Yeah. That was like the worst. My worst lose, man. Like, I won everything in the season. I won everything in the playoffs. Then it comes to the grand final, and I play my worst match in a long time. I mean, oh my god, that made me mad. Yeah, and I was streaming as well, so I don't know. It was bad. It was really bad.
What goes through your head when you sort of feel like this is a bad map? Are you able to sort of reset for
The
every map, or does it brings along to the other map that you played
the thing
bad on
is
the
that
first one?
I had I had one super bad map. Like, I couldn't even finish it because of the end.
Yeah.
So I started tourney with that. I'm able to, 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 yeah, I'm able to win everything in the playoffs, even if I have that map. But then the grand final, the order really, how you say that in English? Like, that is not that is okay. Like, it made me in trouble, the
Yeah.
order. So I play like my worst map twice, and I don't know. Everything went super bad in the final for me. Everything, man.
So that is
So
sort
yeah,
of
it
your
was.
worst loss, or is it someone recent or before in your early days that you sort of feel I should have won that? And
I don't feel like I should have won that, but I feel like I should have played way better,
yeah,
man,
okay.
and give little Tom a challenge at least. That made me really upset for real.
Huh.
Like, uh,
So
yep.
so it's safe to say that in season 3 you will have your revenge.
Well, I'll give everything I have, and if it ends up in a landed, no excuse
Yeah.
for nobody, but the better wins.
Yep. I was joined by Bergie on a podcast some months ago, and he said that the recruitment of you is one of the best he did, if not the best he did as a team captain. He also talked about you sort of having, I don't know, problems with the former team, and that's why he contacted you. Can you sort of take us through how did you end up in Dignitas?
Um, okay, so first you need to know that I was a really toxic player, like
Okay.
a really toxic kid. You know, the kid you don't want to have in your team, like the guy who always screams with his little voice. You know that guy? Yeah, that's me.
Yep.
And yeah, like, if I play bad, I'll I was the guy who writes in the chat every round, like the annoying guy, like, for real, man. Sometimes I watch like VODs of that, and I'm like, dude, Carl, you gotta shut up, man. You really, oh my god, don't. Oh no, I did. Okay. Yeah. So I remember I was in STC final.
Yeah.
Oh, my monitor shut down. Sorry. I was in STC final. I was in Mythics back then, with the bench, the best of. I mean, no, I won't say best because there will be drama because we played against UP and Tux together. They were all French, so it was like a French final. And yo, we got our little butt kicked.
Yeah.
Let's only say that. It wasn't even close, man. And but I remember I was really trained for that. And the matches are on a Monday, so here in Canada it's not good because I had school and I had like no warm up, and I start and I play bad. I play bad. Like every round I crash. I train my ass off for that, and I crash. So obviously I'm mad. Then Kimi is not like an he's not like the most patient guy. Kimi basically was like the captain of Mythics back
Yeah.
then. So he told me like, yo, bro, just leave. But the match wasn't over, and like we could still win. So he told me just leave or something like that. But really, like I was I was ahead of the line. Like he had the right to tell me that. So obviously, I was like so upset. Then like went out, rage quit. Then I think the day after, I see a little Frederick Bergman in my DMs, and he's like, "Yo, Carl, you have a lot of potential. Like, I won't treat him like the way," or some stuff like that. You know, he just grabbed me at the good time.
Yeah.
And I think it was the best decision I've ever made to join them. My skills went super high super quickly. And in Dig, a lot of players did that. Like Pac, for example, when we got him, I mean, he was there. He had the really good level, but like, I mean, 1 year after he was in Dig, I mean, he was the Pac we all know today. And a lot of players been there and improved so much by going into Dig, and it happened to me.
So
And yep,
it's safe to say that if you wouldn't have joined Dignitas, you sort of don't feel that you would end up at the same level that you are today.
yeah, there's no way of knowing that, but I think it
Yeah.
helped me a lot.
Huh.
Definitely.
My last question before we get into some questions sent by the people. Last night I watched an interview you did with Tamarillo, I think back at ESWC 2013.
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember that.
And you sort of talked about a camera crew following you around, and it was for a gaming documentary with you and Miss Harvey that was gonna air in 2015. Is that
Yes,
documentary out? And if so, where can we find it?
it did go out. It's actually a super well done documentary. I don't know if you can find it. Wait, I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
find it right now. the
So that was
uh,
from just that event, or was it more like surrounding you?
it was just at the event, but the documentary is about like all the Quebec people that games that earn money.
Yeah. Okay.
So and they followed me at ESWC, and yeah, it gave a really good result. And I think Tim told me, Spam by the way, told me that it went into Dutch television with Dutch subtitles, so
Oh,
he watched
really?
it. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I think he told me that.
Huh.
Um, yeah, I don't find it right now,
Yeah.
but
But it is
uh,
in French, or since
it
Quebec
is
is the
it is
French
in
part.
French. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is in French.
Huh. What do you think
Yeah.
about being part of a documentary? Do you care about it, and does it give you motivation?
Um, I think it doesn't give me motivation, but it gives me like cool visibility to non-gamers because
Yeah.
it's actually a really popular channel here in Quebec. So I got a lot of m- messages about like I saw you in the documentary, really well done and stuff like that. So obviously it's nice.
Yeah. Are we gonna see any more gaming documentaries about you?
Well, I hope so.
You're up for
I
it.
really do hope so. Yeah.
Uh, let's move over to some quick questions from the people that I opened up for last night. If you can start, can you explain tech to the beginners? What should the beginners focus on to become good at tech?
To become, I mean, it's like every game. You have to play. You have to play. You have to play. You have to play. Um, I proposed you to go on Minitech servers on the little Lego server, Mario Kart, I think it's called. I
Yep.
don't know. Yeah, those serves are cool. They're enjoyable. I mean, you'll improve if you play a lot. I mean, it's just a matter of time. I learned, and a lot of people that are asking me to improve, they are going into the details way too quickly before like learning how to drift properly. Like I received so many messages about like how do you neo slide? It took me 8 years before to do it. Like, come on, you really it's not the way to learn Trackmania, at least in tech. And like people cannot drift, but they want to kneel. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I tell.
Just
Play a lot,
play a lot,
mini
yeah.
tech, exactly, mini tech. Lose your time in there, and you'll improve.
Yeah. A question from Harney, the team leader of Venture. What is your opinion on the current Mania Plan 4, and what should Nadeo do to improve the games for competitions and for the casual player?
Oh man, that's a tough question.
That's a big topic, yeah.
I don't know, like to keep casual players into it. I think a lot of players like are going off because they see that they are really bad at the game and that the game has been there forever and like the highest level have been reached. So what's the point in losing time to get a good level, right?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of casual players go out because of that. So maybe a way, I mean, like to start like a little matchmaking stuff with ranks and I don't know, like I I don't know. I don't know if you get my point.
Yeah.
Like that would be super cool to get a matchmaking stuff. Like there is like a map pool, you play against like the same level players. I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure it's impossible to do, but that's like I don't know. That would be like a really cool feature, I think, in the game.
So you think
If
sort of the motivations for the younger or the new players are getting killed by, like you play the games for like, I don't know, 10 years or 8 years, so you
mhm.
sort of have more time to improve your level and they see that your level is too high, or?
No, but it's more like I think Trackmania is really open to the casual players. Like casual players play with pros all the time on servers.
Yeah.
Like for example, in CS, if you play only against pros and you get like 0 kill and 25 deaths, obviously you have no motivation to keep playing. So that's why they play matchmaking and play against like their same skill-based
Yep.
player, basically. And like if a matchmaking like that could happen, or some stuff that could like put all the same skills level in the same group and they can make match between them, obviously I think more people would be motivated by the game.
Hmm.
I mean
That's
ranks help every games, man.
uh
Like
yeah. What does we have the ladder points at the moment? You
yeah.
sort of I don't know, hunted for that back in the days, but do you care about that today?
I mean, it's cool. It's cool to be number one because
Yeah.
nobody in North America is doing it. And please don't do it, my North American friends. But yeah, it doesn't mean anything. I mean,
No.
if I'm second, well, I won't redo it, bro. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I see that. A question from Link: if you could pick, what event would mean the most for you to win? ESWC, Man and Planet World Cup, or the ZeratoR Cup?
All right. So Mania Planet World Cup is out of here. Um, ESWC is way more prestigious,
Yeah.
but ZRT is way more like it's crazy, man. I don't know. Thinking about atmosphere, ZRT 100%. Thinking about achievements, ESWC 100%.
Huh. So it's sort of pros and cons with those events.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know. It's different. It's really different. I feel like ZRT is more like community fun, and ESWC, well, it's time to give everything you have.
Huh. And a question from both Link and Wormy: do you consider yourself as the best tech player of all time? And if we could have like a top 5 list from you, who would that be?
All time.
Yeah, from
All
2006.
right. From 2000 what? Sorry.
Six from 2006, I guess the
Okay,
question was
okay,
from.
okay, okay, okay. So, um, well, Frost is in there, 100%. Um, it's so tough. It's so tough, man. I think Tom is in there right now. I
Yep.
think he has proved every. I mean, he has proved enough. He's in there. Now two more. Well, I include myself because I won three.
Yeah, of course.
It's tough. It's. I. Oh my. I don't know if I include Corian because he hasn't been there a lot. He. Ah, man. Man, it's. Oh, I don't know.
But it's safe to say that the top three would be sort of you, Frostbuel, and Pack.
I think me and Frost are in the top 300%, but like, because Tween has been there forever. He has been doing some really good results, but he hasn't won.
Yeah.
Like, what's the definition? He has been in so many podiums. I don't know. Like, Tim as well. It's so tough. I don't want to say that, but I don't want to answer that.
But do you sort of consider yourself as the best, or is that Frostbuel?
Achievement-wise, I think I got the best list.
Yeah.
But then again, like Frostbell dominated his time. I dominated my time. You cannot really compare. And by the way, a lot of people are asking me like, who's the best right now? And like, it's always between me and Tom, basically right now, what I feel. And I cannot answer that. I'll never say that Tom is better because my ego is really high, but I'll never say that I'm better. And we respect each other so much. Like, I mean, the only thing is that on a good day, even if I play really well, he can beat me. And it's the same thing with him. It just depends on days. But right now, since he won the last, I mean, no, he unlike Tom, you lost to Shirley. but since he won the last Pro League, I mean, he's there, he's in the top. But yeah, I mean, that guy is a god.
I actually got a question from Pack on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it, but the question was,
didn't.
will CarlJr ever beat me in a tech tournament again?
Oh my god, he just pushed me to the limit. Next event, but no, but that dude is insane.
Yeah,
like,
for sure, man. But if I can sort of end the sort of podcast with a question, at what time did you sort of realize that I am one of the best players in the world?
Between 2012 and 2013, like online tourneys around that time.
Because I remember Frostbuel saying that he realized that you was a main competitor at the Giant Cup 2009, Giant Cup 8.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, it was the first cup that people noticed me.
Yeah.
And I didn't even qualify.
Huh.
Hot Sweat, was it Hot Sweat? I think it was. He beat me, but he couldn't make it. So I took his spot and finished second. Yeah.
But is it the same for you? Did you really realize that you was a good player at Giant Cup 8, or was it sort of a slow progress?
I was fast, but my consistency wasn't there, like at all. And I played good against Frost. Frost for me in that time, and still is. He's a legend.
Yep.
Like, I'm playing Frost, man. My voice is super like a little girl, man. And I'm playing Frost, Like, I don't know. I just gave everything I had and finished second, but like finishing second behind Frost in 2008, man.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like, for a little 12-year-old guy.
That's it for the questions. Is there any topics or question that you want to answer that me or the people didn't bring up?
I don't know. No, not really. I'm really shy.
You're shy. Sure, man.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm good. I don't know if anything comes up. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I think that's it for today. At least maybe we can do one more after you win the ZrT Cup, if you win it.
Well, I'll give everything I have for sure, man.
Yeah.
Then the results we'll see. Anything could happen.
Yeah, and good luck to you in the ZeratoR Cup. And out of respect for you, I will let you have the final word and say goodbye to the people.
All right, thank you, and well, thank you for an interview. It was really fun. Let's do it one after some events or some
Yeah,
good news happening in track. And yeah, thanks everyone for supporting me for actually all the years. And there you go, man. Thank you for an interview again.
that's it. Bye bye, guys.
Yes, yeah.